History. Before learning about InDesign CS4, let's study the origin of Adobe InDesign. For your information, Adobe's own Pagemaker was converted into Adobe Indesign, which is now considered the high-end alternative and successful software in page layout program. The main objective of Adobe systems is to focus on development innovative and original software like InDesign, Photoshop and Flash, and so on. Adobe's India campus is located in Noida. It is the world's third largest Adobe Research and Development Center. Now let's see the basic history of Adobe systems acquired Pagemaker. Pagemaker was the first desktop publishing program. It was introduced in 1985 by Aldus Corporation, initially for the Apple Macintosh. In 1994, Aldus and Pagemaker were purchased by Adobe Systems. Pagemaker 7.0 was the last version released by Adobe, and no more versions were overlapped thereafter. By 1998, Pagemaker had lost almost the entire professional market to the comparatively feature-rich Quark Express 4.1, which was released in 1996. Meanwhile, the Quark company tried to buy Adobe's Pagemaker, but Adobe rejected the offer and instead worked on a project built independently of Pagemaker with the codename K2 and released the product as InDesign 1.0. This Adobe InDesign 1.0 version was introduced on August 16, 1999 by Adobe Systems as a direct competitor to Quark Express. Thereafter, Adobe has released nearly 6 versions, that is from InDesign 1.0 to InDesign CS3. In March 2007, Adobe released InDesign CS3. Adobe InDesign CS3 version is universal binary for both Intel and PowerPC Mac. Besides this, Adobe even officially announced Adobe InDesign CS3 Server as a part of the Adobe InDesign family. Now recently, September 23, 2008, Adobe Indesign CS4 was introduced and was shipped in October of that same year. This version has come up with various new features, and they will all be discussed one by one in our upcoming tutorials. What is Adobe InDesign? Now, as I said earlier, Adobe InDesign is a newer version of Adobe Pagemaker, a desktop publishing program. Well, it means that both are tools to be used for design and layout purposes. InDesign is the perfect choice for making any document that needs some creative layout, from posters to newspapers. It offers all kinds of features to modify your text and images, which can work together in interesting ways to create a unique and professional design. Adobe InDesign CS4 is a professional page layout software. People use Adobe InDesign for page design and production because it offers tools that let you work more accurately with type and add fine visual effects. Through InDesign, designers are able to create a more enhanced and polished look for newspapers by adding transparent effects and typography. In the competitive arena of high-end branding, InDesign helps us in competing works more successfully because we have tools at our disposal that aren't available in other page layout programs. Finally, Adobe InDesign CS4 is a versatile platform for the publishing industry that can adapt to almost any workflow. It even allows you to easily reuse assets for online and mobile publishing. Still, now we came to know what is InDesign. In our next lesson, let's see how to use Adobe InDesign CS4. Why Adobe InDesign CS4? If you are a good page layout designer or a businessman, you have to create a compelling content, produce high-quality output, develop efficient workflows, build distribution channels, and ultimately acquire loyal customers. Now, to obtain all of the above-mentioned things, you can make use of Adobe InDesign, which is an excellent page layout program. This will help you in many ways. Now, let's see them one by one, shall we? First of all, InDesign CS3 was the first major DTP software to support Unicode for text processing, advanced typography of open-type fonts, and advanced transparency features. Adobe InDesign CS4 delivers a powerful new feature that allows exploring more creative possibilities, experiencing greater productivity, and simplifying cyclic tasks. InDesign helps us generate Adobe PDF files easily and reliably. InDesign has made Adobe PDF a preferred format for sharing users' works. InDesign CS4 enables you to develop and produce quality creative content. The InDesign Interchange File Format, or INX, is most helpful with the Save Backwards feature of InDesign. This allows in opening a higher version document file in lower versions. InDesign works with dozens of third-party plugins that enhance its layout and production capabilities. It saves time with intelligent panels, which provides a good environment to work more effectively. Previously, cross-referencing with automatic updates formerly required third-party plugins, but now InDesign CS4 does it natively. The new live Preflight in InDesign CS4 will alert us to potential production problems in real time, so that we can quickly navigate to a problem, fix it in layout, and keep working. The live Preflight is a handy time-saving addition feature indeed. Without an Align panel, object spacing and alignment can be very easily done in InDesign CS4 by using the new Smart Alignment and Spacing feature. Using the CS4 version, InDesign content can be exported directly to Flash SWF for immediate online use, or it can be exported into the new XFL interchange file format for import and refinement in Adobe Flash Professional CS4 software. The new conditional text will help a user to deliver multiple versions of a different document for different users, all from a single Adobe InDesign source file. Likewise, by using the improved customizable links panel, we can very easily find, sort, and manage all of our documents-placed images. So, you can learn Adobe InDesign CS4, which will offer you a faster and more reliable performance, day in and day out. Software installation. Installation process. In this lesson, let's see how you can install Adobe InDesign CS4 in your computer in a step-by-step manner. If you're working in standalone system, then before installing Adobe InDesign CS4, make sure that your system date and time is set correctly. Then, close all applications currently running on your system, including other Adobe applications, Microsoft Office applications, and all browser windows. It's also recommended to temporarily turn off virus protection during the installation process. Not doing so may increase the installation time and also interfere with the installation process. On Windows 2000 or XP, you should be logged on as administrator or as a user with administrative rights. You should even make sure that you have enough free disk space available on the drive where you want to install the application. To avoid file and memory conflicts, close all running programs and delete the contents of your system's temp folders. Now here's a tip on how you can delete files from your temp folder. To open your temp folder, go to Start icon and select Run command. Here in the Run dialog box, enter %temp% in the Open field, and then click the OK button. This will open your system's temp folder, which contains all the unwanted files. Now select all the files from the folder and click the Delete key from the keyboard. Now from the Confirm Delete dialog box, select the Yes button, so that all the files in the folder get deleted. Now, put Adobe InDesign CS4 software CD into your system's CD-ROM drive. Then, follow the on-screen instructions. If the installer does not launch automatically, navigate to the Adobe CS4 folder found at the root level on your disk and double-click setup.exe to start the installation process. Now let's watch how to install the Adobe InDesign CS4 software. In this window, you can see the Adobe CS4 folder. Select the folder and open it by double-clicking it. Once the folder is open, you'll see many files. Here, double-click on setup.exe icon to start the installation process. This opens an Adobe InDesign CS4 installer dialog box, which will help in checking the system profile. Once the process gets completed, a welcome window appears on the screen. Now click the cursor on the serial number field and then paste the serial number, which is provided by Adobe. After the number is pasted, you can see a tick mark next to the field. Now click the Next button. Please note, if you've pasted or entered a wrong serial number, then you'll find a wrong mark next to the serial field. This is our license agreement window, and here you can read the license agreement and terms and conditions. Once you're OK with the conditions, click the Accept button. This will again open an option dialog box through which you can choose some of the options that you'll need during installation. By default, the installation language is set to English US, and the installation location is set to C drive/program files/Adobe. Now, if you wish to change the location, then click the Change button. This will open a Select Location dialog box, and here you can select the drive where you want to install your software. Let's install the software in the F drive. Now select Program Files, which is located under F drive. Then create a new folder inside the Program Files by pressing the Make New Folder button. A new folder gets created. To change the folder name, right-click the mouse button on the folder and choose Rename option from the pop-up list. Let's now type a name as Adobe and click the OK button. Once the location or installation has been selected, click the Install button. And now you can see the Adobe InDesign CS4 software installation is well on its way. When the installation process gets completed, you'll see a Thanking dialog box, and then here you click the Exit button. Then close the Adobe CS4 window by using the Close icon. Once the software is installed, you can start exploring the new Adobe InDesign CS4 software. Opening Adobe InDesign CS4. Before learning about the software, let's learn how to open the software, shall we? You can open Adobe InDesign CS4 software through several different methods. To open the software, go to the Start icon, which is present in the status bar. Now click Start or go to Program and select Adobe InDesign CS4. Or you can double-click the Adobe InDesign CS4 icon in the desktop to start the application. Think, if there's no shortcut icon on the desktop, then click Start, go to Program, and right-click your mouse button by placing it in the Adobe InDesign CS4 option. You can see a pop-up menu and various options there. From the pop-up, select Sent To, and then from its submenu choose Desktop Create Shortcut command. You can see one more InDesign shortcut icon created in the desktop. You can even delete these icons. To delete the created icon, select the icon and right-click the mouse button. Now from the pop-up menu, select Delete option. A dialog box appears asking you whether you want to delete the Adobe InDesign CS4 icon or not. Click the Delete button, and you'll notice that the icon gets deleted immediately. Now open the software by double-clicking on the icon present in the desktop. You'll notice the application gets started with a new look right from this splash screen. The screen is still simple, but you can notice some of the shiny transparency effects applied on the ID. The InDesign application is opened and it's ready for work. Take note, anytime the software can be uninstalled by using the Add or Remove Programs dialog box. Go to Start and Settings, and then from this submenu select Control Panel. Here, double-click the Add or Remove Programs icon. From the currently installed programs list, select the desired program, and then make the use of the Remove button for uninstallation. Therefore, through the Add or Remove Programs option, you can uninstall any application which is installed on your computer.